kore I te manu, takia mai te ata, ka pō, ka awatea, tihei mauri ora. That kara kid speaks about the new day, the dawn chorus, and I think that's what our restoration is about for our whenua, is restoring the dawn chorus. Ko waiau, ko taranaki te maunga, ko ngā maanga te iwi, ngā te taere te iwi, ngā hangata ua te awa, e moko puna au o maunga taranaki. My name is Mary Gregory Hunt. I am born and raised in Pitt Island, Chatham Islands, but my whakapapa is here in Taranaki and I've lived here for the last 12 or so years. I don't have a presentation because my 12-year-old tried to help me, and clearly I have no technical skills. Usually I'm in gumboots and jeans when I'm outside. So what I have is notes from today, because I just sent a message to my team at Te Whenua Tomuri Trust saying, can I go rogue? And they said, that's an interesting question, speak from your heart. The reason why I asked that question, I'm part of Te Whenua Tomuri Trust. What's in a name? That name came from our people, tangata whenua of New Zealand, saying no more land, that's enough. And there was a hui in 1854 about down in Taupō Nui, South Taranaki, about saying not one more acre, enough land is being taken. And we can look at today and think, not only no more land, but what about no more bush, no more habitats, no more species, and that connection that's continued, and look at our relationship with the whenua, because that's what I hear today for me, which I don't hear. I hear a lot of science, which is awesome, but what I don't hear is mātauranga Māori coming through, of the connection to the people here of this land, and how we see our whenua and what we see is missing, and where are we on our landscape, that we're not a relic in a museum, and consultation does not equate to talking about our wahi tapu that we're in, but what about us now, and how do we see the whenua? What's our relationship? For me personally, I have a strong connection to rongoa Māori and traditional Māori medicine, which for me is a relationship with the ngāere, the trees. I go to the bush for my rongoa. That's where I become well, by spending time in the bush. Today, I'm really impressed by the knowledge in the room, but it's the connection that we've lost. And that's what we want to restore as tangata whenua, and people, is the connection back to the land. So we don't have to go to science to ask what is wrong, but we have the connection so we know what is wrong. When you have a relationship with your family, you know what's wrong when your child gives you a look or speaks to you in a tone, and you know, oh yeah, they're not happy about this. But if you don't have that connection, you're not going to recognise it, and it's the same with our whenua. If we're not spending time out in the bush, how can we see what's missing and what's wrong? The last time I was in here was to deliver my submission to the New Plymouth District Council for the Mount Messenger bypass, and that was because that bypass is going to take 100 acres of our native bush in the voice of progression, and putting through a bypass for 4 minutes. And it's about economical gain. And for us as tangata whenua, we don't see that as first. That's not our first priority. Papa Tuanuku, she's our mother, a Mother Earth. Tāne Māuta, we descend from the land. And so that's first. Economical value does not come first. And I think if we tip that over and we make choices for the whenua that's not based on economical gain, then maybe we will get there quicker. And so for me to be here today, I really just want to challenge you, is that if you want to speak for the land, then you also need to fight for the land the same as we do. It is political, and we need to come here into this room. It's no accident it's here, and we have to have a voice here. Strange little room with no windows, but yes, we do have to actually speak up in these places and challenge. And it's not comfortable for us as tangata whenua, but we have to keep doing it. I take my shoes off in here. I need to feel at home in here, because this is not natural. It is not a natural space for me to speak. I would rather be outside. But it's paramount for us to do this, to stand up and speak for our land. My mentor, Paro Pata, who's been my teacher in Rongoa, he says, The ngā ere speaks to those who listen, and if you listen long enough, you'll hear. And that's what I really ask you to do, to put your science away and go and spend time on the whenua and hear what's missing, hear what she needs. Put her first before us. I don't really have anything to say. Aroha mai, my fellow Te Whenua Tomuri Trust members, but I know that all of us, we call ourselves activists for a reason. We stand for the whenua, yeah, we plant trees, yeah, we test water, but really it's about having a voice. And that's what I'm here today, just to have that voice, and I think they'll be okay with that. So, kia ora.
Kia ora.